Why are you laughing at me, Miss Rowe?
I
Miss Rowe, we can have to kick you off of the show because you're very distracting to the host.
love
Anyways, let's start. Let's.
it. They find some security in you. So they're actually confiding in you. They feel like you have this knowledge and can help, and that is good.
Like, subscribe, and share to Voices of Linden TV.
Welcome to another edition of the Let's Talk Show. I'm your host, Andrew James, and today I'm pleased to have with us in studio via Zoom Miss Nickole Rowe. Miss Rowe is the owner-operator of Sacred Flower Herbal Health Spa, located in beautiful downtown Georgetown, Guyana. I'm pleased to welcome Miss Nickole Rowe.
Hello, Andrew. Hi.
Welcome to the show, Miss Rowe. I'm also
Yeah.
just remember you're also a holistic healer, and
Yes.
that's one of the many hats that you wear. Miss Rowe,
Yeah.
for folks watching the show that don't know who you are, could you
Mhm.
tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay, so my name is Nickole Rowe. I am a holistic healer. I marry Western medicine techniques or knowledge, I guess, and ancestral knowledge, medicine techniques, and I help to heal people, families, males, females, children. Yes.
Very nicely said. Miss Rowe, I know we'll get into the spice of this show eventually, but through your own lens, can you tell us what inspired you to get into the business? What inspired you to start this spa treatment? And especially in Guyana.
Okay. So first of all, I'm Guyanese. I'm very proud of it. I lived abroad for a while, and I came back home. When I came back home, I was ill. My body was ridden with toxins because I lived in the States, I lived in Canada, and the foods, they did a number on my body. My period was off, my skin was awful, even though it looked as if I came from foreign, you know, that foreign look.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt horrible. I felt bloated. I had 175 pounds. I felt I was overweight. I couldn't walk too far. I couldn't do a lot of things, and I left. I left Guyana, and I went away for a bit to Suriname, uh, and I got into yoni steaming and got into different holistic herbal treatments, and I learned that it really healed my body. It healed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I had to change focus. I had to change the way I did things because prior to me going and me being ill, I was I had a boutique, I had a restaurant, you know, I was serving food to people on a daily basis, and it was not something that was fulfilling to me. And I think life in general should be something that you would want to do. It should be purposeful. And after me going and finding myself and healing myself, I came back and I was like, everyone needs to experience this euphoria of life. And on life and healing yourself it's pretty simple once you understand how to do it. I think everything is simple once you know how to do it, because human beings are built like that. We're built to conquer. And in conquering, you have to understand, you have to know, you have to have the knowledge, you know, to move forward with what you want to do. And I think I made that leap, closed my eyes, and I made that leap because I wanted to live And I wanted to really live and not just live, not just exist. I wanted to live. I wanted to feel everything. And in me experiencing what I experienced in Suriname, I saw people living simple lives, but they were happy. And I wanted that. I wanted a simple, holistic life, happy, feeling everything, tasting food, understanding my body, understanding when my reports come out every month, which is my period, when my reports come out on a daily basis, which is my, body odor and stuff. I understand what it's telling me. Like, I'm knowing myself. I'm learning myself. And in learning yourself, you can learn how to love yourself. So in order for me to have a healthy body, I have to take care of myself. And I have to know how comfortable I am with wherever I am mentally, physically, and emotionally. Yeah. I say that to say that people are focusing more on weight loss. I don't. I tell people, since they come and they say, listen, I want to lose weight. I'm like, listen, don't even worry about weight loss. Worry about sleeping well at night. Worry about being less stressed. Worry about looking great, as in like your skin is glowing, not from makeup, from natural stuff. Like me, I just have oil on my skin. That's it. I'm 42 and I think I feel like I'm 20.
Let's talk about detoxing. I noticed a couple minutes ago you talked about detoxing, and I can see you drinking water, which I'm thinking it's not high wine or anything, water with lemon or lime.
With cucumbers and chia seeds.
Oh, very good. But Ms. Rowe, let's talk about detoxing. What's the purpose and what's the relevance? Why is it important for you to, if I may, routinely or through your lens and whatever schedule you would recommend, why is it important for individuals to detox?
So I guess people have to understand what a detox is. Your body naturally detoxes when it's healthy. Let's keep in mind healthy. When your body's healthy, your organs will excrete what it has to, and do the job that it's made to do. The kidney filters your blood. The liver, it helps to take out nutrients out of the food and send it to the blood. Your colon excretes any kind of food that you eat, the byproducts of the food, it excretes it. If that's happening clockwise, it's happening regularly, you don't need a detox. You're fine. If you have no problem, you don't need a detox. I am a holistic healer and I detox because every day you're faced with a lot of different things, a lot of different toxins and environmental, poisons and all these different things. So you have to keep the body working. The reason why we detox is because our organs are not doing the job well, because it's ill. Okay. It's ill. It's not well. So we assist. A detox is an assistant. It's not doing the job, it's just assisting. So the herb blends that are made specifically for those organs. Let's say we're detoxing your liver. A very good Western herb for that is milk thistle. In Guyana, we have Cascara sagara. We have that. It grows all over. It's a general thing. It grows all over. People just don't know it. They don't know that you can steep that in the evening and you can just drink it, and it helps to clean the liver. It helps to revitalize the liver. Detoxing, my detox program that I do, it's a gut detox and a full body detox. Now, everything is a detox for me because I just want to keep cleaning the body, just keep cleaning the body. Once the body's healthy, it functions well. It functions well. It does everything it needs to get done. Everything. Pregnancy is natural. That'll happen. Everything else, it just functions well once it's healthy. The detox comes in when you're not feeling well, when you're not sleeping, when you're fatigued, when your body odor is kicking, it's really smelling bad. When you go to the bathroom as a female to urine, and when you leave the bathroom, you're like, God damn, that smells really bad. When you poo and it smells really, really bad, your eyes are yellow, your hands are yellow, your skin is not glowing. You detox because of those things. You detox because you're feeling sluggish. That's when you detox. And the herb formulation is very important, like I said, because every organ has a specific herb that it uses. Right. And you just have that formulation. And then there's a timing also. with my detox, I have a system. I have a 15-day detox program, whereas we start with a colon cleanse, which we clean out the mess, and then we go to the liver detox, and then we go on to the kidney detox, and then we close off with the colon cleanse again. That's the 15 days. Then I have the 21 days. Now, the 21 days is specific for people who have mucus issues. They have like colds. They're constantly having like a head cold, or anything passes across. If it's a rainy night, next morning they have a runny nose, stuff like that. Then you move on to do a mucus or a respiratory cleanse, to just clear the airway. But let me tell you this, in detoxing, the most important thing other than the herb is the nutrition. You cannot detox and not eat well. You have to have that balance. So nutrition, and you were asking about Nickole earlier, and yeah, she helped me a lot formulate my my meal plan for my detox, because every detox has a meal plan. I provide the meal plan with the detox. So I just don't give you a detox and leave you out there. There's a meal plan to support the detox.
Such an appropriate time for, an appropriate season. It being the month of February, which is Black History Month, and of course, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Happy Valentine's Day, Miss Rowe.
Not a celebratory thing for me, but thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Can you tell us about, you just threw me off with your answer there, but can you tell us?
I celebrate Valentine's. Every day is Valentine's to me. I love on myself today.
All right. So happy Valentine's Day for today then.
Flowers. I take myself out to eat. I love on myself.
All righty. Now that we're on the theme of Valentine's Day, a lot of relationships are being formed, it being whichever way you want to spin it. What are some of the signs you should look for? Let's say, like I decide tonight, I'm gonna express some interest in Miss Rowe. What are some of the signs I should be looking for to tell me whether or not Miss Rowe is an healthy individual, and vice versa? I'm approaching you. What are some of the signs that you should be looking for to determine whether or not I'm a healthy young person?
All right. So the report cards. Your body gives you a daily report, a monthly. For men, a daily report. For women too. But for women, the monthly report comes with the period. How your period is. Whatever your period is showing. If your period is clotty, you have an issue. If your period is dark, too much estrogen, there's some other issue there too. If you have a lack, if you're not seeing your period, there's an issue there for sure, because your period is a natural cycle. And if that natural cycle is not happening, it's your body telling you, listen, something is wrong. So I'm just going to hold the period back. Put you in fight or flight mode, means you're in survival mode. Basic things like breathing, walking, that's what you're going to do. But the things like your respiratory, your reproductive organs functioning well, I'm going to hold that back till you fix yourself.
Very nice, you said. Ms. Rowe, can you tell us about some everyday products that women use that may potentially be harmful to them? And perhaps if you can suggest or recommend some natural or organic alternatives, please.
All right, so let's start from the head. I'm pretty much guilty of that because I love my blonde hair. But what I do with my hair, I do a lot of herbal oils in my hair, because this is it's a pour, and whatever you pour in your head, whatever you put on your head, it goes to your bloodstream. Now there's a scientific report out. I'm not sure, I can't remember the year and all that, but there's a report out that states about the perm that Black women used to would put in their hair. It is cancer causing. It damages your hair. It does all these different things. But because of aesthetics and the way it looks, because we want to fit in, we perm our hair. But I like my color. I'm mixed. My father's Black, my mother's Black, and mixed with some Amerindian. So I have a little curl in my hair. But I like the color. So this is one thing I'm guilty of. But everything else, I am very, very, when it comes to natural about it. I use a lot of coconut oil on my skin. And there's a way of using coconut oil. There's a science in using coconut oil. Now, when you're using coconut oil, if you take a shower, the wet skin, you put the coconut oil on that, and then you clean your skin off. You'll see your towel. You'll be like, Did I just have a shower? Did I bathe?
Mhm.
Because it cleans also your skin. It also is a sealant. It's an oil. So it's a sealant. It'll seal your skin also. It's antibiotic. The properties in it are antibiotic properties. So it also helps to fight any kind of bacterial infections or anything on your skin. So coconut oil is very good. A lot of people use things they can't eat. 60% of what you put on your skin goes to your bloodstream. And I tell people, I had a client this morning and I told her, I said, if you're using stuff that you can't eat, don't use it anymore. That's a poison. Your skin is absorbent. Your mouth is absorbent. You can't eat it, but you can put it on your skin. That makes no sense. Don't use it. This contributes to PCOS. It contributes to hormone imbalance. It really contributes to all those things. That's why so many women are suffering with hormone imbalance right now. I tell women, get some baking soda in your house. Exfoliate your skin. Exfoliate your skin with sugar, salt. Do a mixture. There's so many things online. There's so many things you can Google. Natural products, Ayurvedic products that you can, go to your kitchen, pull your counter and open and mix it and be your own healer, and clean your skin. The whole process of cleaning the skin, because the skin is the biggest organ on your body, it's the largest organ on your body, is basic exfoliation and moisturizing. Exfoliation, moisturizing. That's basically what the skin needs. The skin needs to breathe. It needs to breathe. Don't put all these things on your skin that has all these chemicals. And it's like, okay, I'll touch also on women using bleaching products. Now, these things, they are cancer causing. Scientific evidence to show that. First of all, you can't even pronounce the names of these things, that the ingredients that's in it, but you're fine with it because you want to aesthetically look lighter. For what? Vitamin D works well. Getting vitamin D works well. We get that from the sun. You can't get vitamin D in a bottle. Don't let nobody tell you that. Vitamin D is a reaction from the sun and the skin. You cannot get it from a bottle. You cannot get it from a pill. So using, activating your melanin in your body from the sun gives you the vitamin D. And you're good with that. And you need vitamin D to balance your body so your hormones can have some kind of balance. You need it. I tell women also, have a regular shower. Don't use all the fancy stuff. People call it about yoni soap. Why would you need to use a soap specifically for your vagina? Now, I ask questions because I want you to think. Down there, fine using regular water and regular soap because you're only washing the exterior of it.
Right.
So you do not need all of that. Get a soap that has less ingredients, is made with essential oils, has some kind of herbal, ingredient in it, and use that. If not, you want to go real natural, real good, baking soda does the work.
Wow.
Baking soda does the work. Have baking soda all over your house. Baking soda is really good for the entire body, internally and externally.
Nice.
You can, if you have a dandruff situation in your hair, baking soda cleans the dandruff quickly. Baking soda and coconut oil, it does a very good job. If you have rashy skin, baking soda is really good for that also. And moisturizing with coconut oil, of course. If you have your teeth, it's a good gargle. It's a good toothpaste. Coconut oil and baking soda makes a very good toothpaste. I can tell you, I've never been to the dentist with my teeth.
Nice.
White. Yeah. So, and I do it because, and I feel it like, I'll know when to stop. I know when to stop. I know when to ease on that and to press on that because I'm into myself. And I think it's something that people need to really start doing. They need to start really being into yourself. Know thyself.
To thine own self be true.
And to thine own self be true. I'm into tattoos, which is a bad thing, but a good thing. But it's one of my things that reminds me. To thine own self be true. And to my own self, I want to be true. I meet people and I tell them, just be you. Be you. You bring a uniqueness to the world. You bring a uniqueness. I like, what I love? I love children who are out of the ordinary but respectful.
Mm-hmm.
ask you weird questions. And I'm like, that's coming from somewhere. It's coming from somewhere. So, yeah.
There's a famous Guyanese proverb that says sometimes little by bicycling breaks.
Mm-hmm.
So you like little by bicycling breaks.
No. You heard what I said, right? I said, but respectful.
Okay. All right. Very good. All righty. You have brakes, but the brake shoes is not as straight, so that's okay. The brake is there.
How dare you censor a child? Let a child speak. She has questions, or he or she has questions.
Right.
How dare you don't see the world the way they see the world? So how dare you?
Let's talk about hormone balancing for women. I got a lot of young female friends, a lot of lady friends. They call me from now and then. We have very nice conversation, as is the case that we're having a conversation today. I don't know if it's charm, or I don't know if it's the voice. I don't know what it is, but a lot of, I get a few occasional calls. And a lot of my female friends would mention the fact that they have. Why are you laughing at me, Miss Rowe? Miss Rowe, we can have to kick you off of the show because you're very distracting to the host. Anyways, let's.
So they find some security in you. So they're actually confiding in you. They feel like you have this knowledge and can help, and that is good.
Well, I'm hoping that in the future they'll redirect their questions to Nickole Rowe instead of calling me. But one of the top questions is regarding hormone balancing. From a woman's perspective, I think earlier you mentioned it's associated due to some of the chemicals, the harmful chemicals that we're using. Can you touch a little bit more on that, please, if you don't mind me, posing that question?
Sure. So, they have placed hormone imbalance in 4 categories: inflammatory, adrenals, thyroids, and I'll touch on the other one. But now, with all that being said, a healthy body performs. It does what it has to. Okay? Hormone imbalance came in lately. Stress has a lot to do with it also. It came in lately. It's something that's not, I guess, it's not 20 or 25 years old.
Okay.
The concept of hormone imbalance. If your body has toxins inside, it will affect the natural flow of your body. If you're eating foods that are not providing the right nutrients for your body at the point that you're at, if you're a menstruating woman, you have to eat foods for that. You have to understand your season. You have to understand when my period is coming, my period is due, I have to eat this. When my period is finished, I have to eat this, because all that hormone imbalance basically is your hormones are imbalanced. When your period is coming, when you're on your period and that period is coming, that's follicular phase. That's your estrogen level. Focus on making sure that your estrogen is fine. After that, you have your progesterone level. Your progesterone is the hormone that gives you the nice hair, the nice skin, and all these different things, right? That is the hormone that you really have to work on. That is the hormone that causes, if it's not present, you are termed infertile, because you cannot have a child if your progesterone level is not at a certain level. You cannot get pregnant. The environment in there is not conducive. Okay? It all boils down to eating well. If you are at a point where you've been diagnosed with PCOS, then you have to detox your body.
Right.
But you detox and you eat well. Eat for the season. Eat fresh foods. Eat raw foods. Eat live foods. Eat foods that are going to give you the nutrients that your body needs. If you can't do that, fasting is very good when it comes to correcting any issues in your body.
Right.
There's intermediate fasting, whereas you'll eat for a certain set of hours, and then you'll fast for the rest. And fasting can mean you don't have to be up to be fasting. You can be sleeping and fasting. So it can start from like in the evening hours. Let's say I start at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not eating anything until the next day. Let's say My next day starts, at about 8. That is 14 hours of fasting because you're not eating anything.
Right.
So you're giving your body that chance to expel your organs to work because it's not being bombarded with food.
Mm-hmm.
So you're giving it a chance to do what it has to do. And fasting, you can do intermittent fasting every day, because every day you have to sleep. Every day there's a time when you don't need to eat,
Right.
So you can say like, okay, let me get up in the morning. I'll have some lemon tea just to cleanse my lymphatic system. And then I'll have a good breakfast, meaning I'll have something healthy that's filled with nutrients, like 2 eggs. If you don't eat eggs, then have some oatmeal, have some fruits, have something that will, it fills you,
Right.
and you can go on with your day. You can do shakes, you can have your seeds, you can have your fruits, you can have all those things. You can have your sesame seeds, your sunflower seeds, your pumpkin seeds. Those things are vitally important. They give your body the nutrients it needs, and it tastes well. It tastes good. Sunflower seeds taste really nice. Pumpkin seeds taste really nice. They taste like nuts, And have your apples, have your cherries, those things. And then you can have a sensible lunch if you're hungry then to have lunch. Having lunch, basically, people say, oh my God, when I want to eat healthy, it's expensive. No, it's not. Steam your vegetables, which will save you on gas.
Mm-hmm.
Buy your basmati rice instead of the brown rice. Eat a little rice. Do your steamed vegetables. Now, in Guyana, we have a lot of vegetables. We have vegetables for more than, you can eat 2 vegetables per day and not. So you can do your vegetables, you can do your peas, you can do your lentils. You can do those things. Just select how you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you have a plate, hormone balancing plate. And those things are very simple. I tell people, Google it. Everything is on Google. Everything is on Pinterest. Everything. You can find those information. When people come to me, it's like if a client was telling me a couple of days ago, she was like, when you give us all these recipes, it's like, how are you selling your products? I said, for the people who are busy, they have a busy life. Because they have some women who work. They have 2 jobs. They from one job to another. Being a mother is a job also.
Mm-hmm.
Children is a job. Dealing with a home is a job. All that, it takes time. So sometimes they don't have time to prepare. They don't have time to prepare anything. So they'll call me and be like, okay, can you prepare this? And can you prepare? That's fine. But I also give you recipes. I will give you recipes. So it'll save you on money. I want to educate women how to do certain things. And it comes back to the fact, whereas I have clients abroad and they'll call me and be like, oh, how can I get this product? The thing is, within Guyana, our products to ship certain things, it's very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
The way I would package a product to sell somebody locally, it's a different way I would package a product to export.
Right.
Consider border restrictions and all these different things. So if you are a local person, I'll make your tonic in a glass bottle and give it to you. If it has to go abroad, I'll have to do the herb formulation, put it in a plastic container that it's visible. And then if somebody's going, they can take it. But right now, we're working on a distributor for Canada and the United States. Okay. Now, the distributions, I have a few people that have reached out to me, but my work is so personal and I love to have conversations with clients because everybody's body is different. Mm-hmm. And you just walk in and just pick up something and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to use this, because there's underlying factors we have to consider also. So right. I would love consultation, and that's when I formulate a treatment for you.
Right.
So it's real one-on-one something, and it's not a money-based thing, even though, monies need to be exchanged, but it's not that only. Like, I really, really want to see people healed. I don't want recurring clients coming. Last year, we detoxed you for a good 6 months, and this year you're back. At least you have learned something that you can help yourself. You can help your family.
Right. So you would say your products are more specialized products tailored specifically to individual needs. Very nice. Uh, Very nice to that. Mr. Rowe, I noticed we've been talking a lot about women's issue and stuff. This is not a women's show. This is a show for everyone. This is a family show, but I just want to touch on something that, everyone is talking about. Not a lot of my male friends, they haven't been called about this, but on the topic of erectile dysfunction. I noticed you
Mhm.
choked a little when I mentioned erectile dysfunction. It's something that's happening to a lot of young men my age. I'm in my late 30s and get in here. I don't like to tell people my age, but most people know. But yeah, some of our male friends are having a problem with, the Guyanese term is the lowly or something. The low is fast asleep every morning. Any recommendations, any suggestions? Can you touch a little bit about on that if we're able to, please?
Sure. So all goes back to the body, all goes back to nutrition, all goes back to stress level. Stop disguising stress as oh, I'm just thinking a lot. Don't do that. It's stress. And it is affecting you. It is affecting your body. Eating well is important. I have a lot of clients. One of their reasoning for eating not well is work. And I tell them constantly, you are replaceable. Remember this. Replaceable. So prioritizing your work and your health is important. You can prepare healthy meals for 5 days and store them in your fridge. So every day you have meals to go to work. Men eat different from women. You understand? They do. Our bodies perform different. Our hormones are different. Men need more testosterone. Women need to get rid of the testosterone. Men need more testosterone. His body has to be, working well, as in nutrition has to be on par, as in he's getting his minerals that he needs, which he can get from sea moss. He is expelling well. When you eat, it has to come out. It cannot be stored there to give you that pot belly. Limit the amount of alcohol you're drinking. It will shame you in bed. It literally shame you in bed. Limit the amount of smoking you're doing. You're damaging your organs. But nutrition plays a very, very important role. Eating your pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are very good for men. Very good for sperm count. Very, very good. 1 spoon a day is fine. And you're good to go. Exercising. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was like, I exercise every day. And I'm like, when you're finished exercising, how do you feel? He's like, tired. And I said, that's not what exercising is supposed to do.
Supposed to be the opposite.
Think about it. Exercising, especially if it's focused, you're supposed to feel burn. You're not supposed to feel exhausted unless you're overworking yourself.
Right.
Because everything has a limit. You have to know when to stop. So in exercising, especially like, let's say the simplest thing, walking. When you're walking, be more cognitive of your breathing. That's a doctor by itself. You're stressed, separate yourself from the position that you're in feeling stressed, as in walk off and breathe. There's a release in that.
Sure. Mr. Rowe, we're just tipping into high gear now. We're getting into the real juice of this interview. We can sit here and talk all day. And by the way, I enjoy the conversation so far. I think it's going very well. If it wasn't for the ring on your finger there, perhaps we would be having a different conversation. But nevertheless,
this is a bluff.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. No, that's the game changer. Nevertheless, can you share some of your products?
Okay.
Some of your best sellers, and if you can give us a sense of your price points.
Okay. So everything for me is my bestseller because I sell my products. Everything that I make, there's a purpose behind it. And there's a general purpose behind it. It's not only for men, but for women. But for women, I have my yoni oil, which is made with organic coconut oil. It's also made with, it's infused with lavender, sage, pardiarco. All these are antibiotics. antiseptic herbs. So they're really helping to not only moisturize and lighten the dark, a faded dark area, but also it adds antibiotic properties to your body. I have a lot of tinctures. I make tinctures upon request. I have a recurring infection tincture for people who have recurring infections. Now, this is made with apple cider vinegar and cranberry and Pardiarco. This is made with that. I have a parasite cleanse. This is a big seller. Most and everybody have worms, including everybody has worms. So this is a worm killer. It kills the eggs and the larva, the larva and the eggs, the whole worm situation. It kills everything in there. So it's made with wormwood, black walnut, hull, and garlic, and a couple other herbal concoctions. I have purple sea moss. I also have green. I also have Irish sea moss, which is the golden sea moss. And with the sea moss, upon request, if you tell me, listen, I have, for my husband, I need an enhanced sea moss with some herbs inside of it. So you could either get the sea moss and the herbal tonic for male enhancement, or I can do a combination in the sea moss for you upon request. The sea moss, my prices for my sea moss range from 3,000 Guyana dollars to 5,000 Guyana dollars per bottle. It's a 500 ml bottle. I have my famous colon cleanse.
Nice.
This is made by my teacher.
Okay.
This is imported in Guyana. I do not know the secret of this because I haven't gotten to that point of learning to learn the secret. This is a family secret. And my teacher is not my family, but she's my family. Okay. She saw me took me out, healed me, and she taught me what I know.
Right.
So I respect the process.
Someone just texted me and asked me for trying to get a sense of what's the cost for the smaller oils, the uni oils, and the other oils. If you can flash them again and just give us a price point, please. My
yoni oils are $1,500. There's a big for 3,000, which is double the size of this one. I think this is a 50 ml, and it's double the size. But you can also request a size. Like I tell people, if you have 4 women in the house and you want a bigger bottle, just call me. I'll make a bigger bottle for you, so you'll have it in the bathroom and everybody can use it.
Okay. Very nice. For folks watching this interview that's not in Guyana, how can they get in touch with you in terms of accessing your product selections and so on? Do you have a phone number? Do you have a
phone number? So my phone number is 592-660-5558. 5558. Now you can catch on WhatsApp. Ask your questions on WhatsApp if you want to talk to me, if you want to have a video interview, a consultation, because all my consultations are free. I love to talk. I love to share the knowledge. It's one of the things I promised my teacher I would do, share the knowledge. So I love to do that. And if you, but that's the only way that you can really catch me if you want me. Other than that, I have a Facebook page. I have the Sacred Flower Herbal Facebook page that I just share information. I also have on my WhatsApp, I have a women's group that I share more personal information in this group. It's a more centered group for women. And then I also have a male group for men on my WhatsApp. So if you want to be added to the group, you just send your number to my WhatsApp number, which is 660-5558. And I'll add you and just request that you need to be added to the group, and I'll add you to the group. So daily I share information. I'll select the topic and share information on it, share holistic treatments on it.
Very nice, you said. You can bet your last dollar I will be calling that number right after this interview, 592-660-5558. I got you in speed dial there, Miss Rowe. Mr. Rowe, we're just punching up against time, but in terms of, I think you've been an inspiration to not just me, but to many, many individuals watching the show. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your service. You're doing great. and
Thank you.
it's all natural. I was impressed to learn that you have natural soaps, and you talk about in um, absorption and inhalation and ingestion and all these different forms of chemicals getting into your system, and what we can do to prevent them. In terms of advice, you being a role model, what advice would you give to a young person that has issues with their personal slash physical appearance? I know you did touch on this earlier when you mentioned about the skin lightening chemicals and so on, which is carcinogenic. What advice would you give to that young person who's watching today and they're having some challenges in their own little personal life?
So I'll give you a story. I had a client came in and she wants to detox, and she asked for a product to lighten her skin.
Mhm.
So why do you want to lighten your skin? And she's like, I just want to be fair. And I'm like, okay. Now, I told her, my advice to her was, you're beautiful, because
Mhm.
if you are alive, you have something to contribute. That's my thing. Second, look for people who look like you and that are doing great things, that are doing things that are changing the world. Be inspired by them, because everyone needs that to look up to.
Right.
So look for that. Don't look for something that does not look like you, cannot relate to you. Don't do that. You're going to confuse yourself. You're going to make yourself feel inferior because it doesn't look like you.
Mhm.
There's many influential women and men on social media. Social media can be a good and a bad. It just depends on how you use it. Now, there's so many influential men and women on social media that are doing great things. They're doing inspirational things. They're doing things to uplift and to make this world a better, safer place to live. Look for those people and be inspired by them. Follow them, and they'll tell you, my life is not easy, but I work every day towards getting and feeling better and doing what I have to do. Don't feel everything is not what it seems out there.
Mhm.
Don't up in the material world, because that fades. Have substance inside of you. Be a kind person. Those things are most important. And it all goes back to everything where it comes to detoxing. And we're living in an age where if a woman takes off her makeup, you're like, were you the same person I was talking to? Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I that person. You want to be authentic every day, all day, 24/7. Be you. Be so true to yourself that it glows from inside out. And it all comes back to just cleansing yourself, understanding yourself, learning about yourself. You cannot learn from a place where you don't know. You have to look at something and say, okay, I want to get there. Let me try to walk the path to get there. You have to have something that inspires you and work from there. But don't change who you are. Do not change who you are, especially the good parts of you. And good can be so, because a woman, like yesterday, I went to the place that I buy bottles from, and this woman came in the store and she was talking, and her voice is heavy. Obviously, she's a Black woman, and her
Mhm.
voice is. And the man in there was like, "You sound so aggressive," and I'm like, "She sounds aggressive because she's asking for what she wants in a heavy tone." I mean, think about what you're saying, sir.
Mhm.
Who do you know speaks like that? Especially a Black woman. Okay, so please, and there was an audience in there, and the woman felt bad, and I was like, no, you don't do that. You do not do that, sister. My voice is heavy. Okay, when I come in anywhere, I command my presence. I
Right.
command it. I don't speak aggressively, and if you take me as aggressively, you have to check yourself.
Mhm.
Check yourself to see where your weakness lies, because if I'm speaking and it's offending you, check yourself. So when I was leaving, she was like, "Thank you so much," and I'm like, "Don't lose yourself because of people. You serious? Go in anywhere, because everybody asked for what they wanted. They heard you. They heard you. They didn't hear me. They heard you. And they were telling you. You understand? So
Yes.
understand your presence, understand how you bring forth yourself, understand that every other person is a human also, and they have human experiences. They're going through also. So don't, everywhere you go, you have to be served first, and you have to know, wait your turn. Be humble.
Right.
Those are the things that I look for in people. The minute you start to treat people a certain way, and like I was telling her also, I said, because of how you feel and the things you know, people who look like what you don't want to look like, you'll treat them bad. And you shouldn't. I'm telling you this because it's something that you should know, because nothing just happens. Everything happens for a reason. You just have to understand this happened because of this, and this happened because of this. But everything happens for a reason. Your entire life experience is your walk. That is for you.
Right.
So understanding, moving forward, and knowing that, well, okay, let me just be the best person every day. I tell people, you are never going to meet Nickole that you met today, tomorrow. I am trying to perfect my higher self so that when I get to my ancestral realm, I'm sitting among my ancestors and they're proud of me.
Nice. Well, Ms. Rowe, thank you very much for standing up for the lady yesterday. I hope if you ever see me on the road and, you can stand up for me, I hope you'll step in and stand up for me.
I will.
Thank you. And I look forward for you standing in my corner.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Well said, Ms. Rowe. We're just punching up against time here. Ms. Rowe, can you tell us before we wrap up, if at all possible, can you list some of your treatment offerings that is currently available at your spa?
Okay. So I have products, all holistic products. My products have no preservative. So they have shelf life, obviously. Everything for detoxing internally and externally. I have scrubs. I have, and I'm talking to you and looking at my case. So I have teas, and my teas are specially blended with herbs for a specific whatever issues you have. So you just have to tell me whatever issues you have, and we blend the tea for that for you. We have the castor oil detox pack that we do in spa, or you can also buy the package. We do. We also have a wet pack that we're starting to do, which is a very good holistic treatment. It's actually a detox where we apply wet cotton to your body, and it detoxes your body. It's incredible. I've had it done twice. It's incredible. So I'm adding it to one of my treatments also for the spa. We have the full body steam where you can come and sit in our steam tent, and you have your body steamed either with herbs or just water. We have the full body massage. We have the vaginal steam. And our vaginal steam, let me tell you about our vaginal steam. Our vaginal steam, basically, it's not like the typical vaginal steam. My herbs are herbs that I've brought from Suriname, because Suriname is the home of vaginal steaming. It's one of the vaginal steaming. Everyone in Suriname, it's a culture to vaginal steam. Women don't have certain reproductive issues in Suriname because they vaginal steam. They do holistic of their vaginal area. So I brought that here. I also blend my herbs for a specific issue. So let's say, for instance, you have bacterial overgrowth, which is candida, or you have candida overgrowth or bacterial overgrowth, and you have a yeast infection, or you have BV. Let's say BV, you have BV. With BV, there's a steam. The timing is you have a certain time that you can steam. There is a 3-day steam, a consistent 3-day steaming. There's a 3-day of different types of herbs that you have to put together to rid your body of the excess amount of bacteria, and then to also help to strengthen the good bacteria inside of you. There's also a formula that we make where you drink, and it also helps clean the body and strengthen your uterus and all that. We have the body scrub. We also do facials, and our facials are done with food, with vegetables like tomatoes, potatoes, those things. We have a foot detox, not the ionic detox. We have a foot detox for people who have fungus and stuff like that, where we place it in our basin and we add herbs to clean your foot.
Nice.
Okay. And it's very detoxifying. You feel it through your skin because it's your pore, and your feet, the bottom of your feet is one of the receiving ends of anything. You can stand on the earth and receive the good rays from the earth from the bottom of your feet. It's called grounding. We have so many different treatments, but when you come in, most important, you come in, you have a consultation, you sit down, and I can only treat you from the point where you are honest. So you tell me what your issues are, and we sit down and we formulate a treatment for you. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's going through something different. Everybody has different things that is going on in their lives. So we formulate a treatment that is going to work for you. Okay? A meal plan that will work for you. If you are limited to certain things, we can find alternatives for it for you. Okay? So, because we want to heal your body, we want to make it easy for you. So we do a lot of treatments, and please bear with me because it's just me, and I try to, right now I'm in my serving time of my life where I'm providing service. So I am making sure that I'm healthy and my clients are healthy also.
Very nicely said. Thank you so much, Ms. Rowe. Just in closing, for someone that's watching the show and want to take advantage of one of your treatments, but obviously they're not in a financial position to do so this current time. Are there any avenues or any opportunities they can explore to perhaps take advantage of some of your wonderful offerings?
Definitely. You can take advantage of my knowledge for sure. Call me. Tell me what, we can have a discussion, and I can tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Because let me tell you something, what I've learned. All your medicines are very close to you. If you have a yard and you walk in your yard, your medicine is growing right in there. Trust me when I tell you this. Because if you notice, what's growing in your yard may not be growing in your neighbor's yard. Why is it growing? Did you put that in your yard? Why is it growing there? The earth responds to the body. The earth responds to you, to the bottom of your feet, and it provides the medicine for you. And our medicines are herbal, organic medicines. Our bushes, our trees, those are our medicines. Water is a medicine also. Some people just need to fast, like I said. Just fast. So I enjoyed this interview, and I really want to reach out to a few people. But you have to like, subscribe, and comment. Now, I was talking about PCOS, and I gave 3 types. There's a 4th type. Now, the person that likes, subscribes, and gives that answer in Guyana or out of Guyana, there's a package for you. You have to like, subscribe, and give the 4th type of PCOS.
Wow. Am I allowed to take part in this contest, Ms. Rowe?
Sure. Because here was if a male answers, I'll formulate something for a man. Female answers, I'll formulate for her. And we'll still have to have communication. So you can tell me what you need, and I'll make a package for you. So I'm not going to send you a package that some stuff you don't need. Everything that I send for you is something that you can utilize.
Very nicely said. Ms. Rowe, on behalf of everyone on the Let's Talk show, I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for being a part of the show. The number to get in touch with Ms. Rowe is 592-660-5558. I have it in the back of my head, and I will be calling you after the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. It was fun talking with you, and I look forward to having future conversations. Thanks very much, and have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, good night. Thank you.